Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special final today between Andrea and Simon. And Andrea and Simon, we have 4 cameras for both of you guys. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Very nice to be here.
Nice to see you.
Cool. And we have Katie here today as my co-commentator. Hi, Katie. Nice to have you here.
Be here. Thank you.
And yeah, we have something special for you today because we have also an Italian commentary. The link is in the description. Just have to click that. And I think we will have some crossovers today. The other two joining us or joining them. But for now, we just go ahead and start the match. Just a couple of questions for you guys. So, any special preparations for that special match with these heat around you? I mean, it's very warm. Does it make a difference for you if it's that warm, Andrea?
Oh, I have air conditioning on, so I'm okay with that.
And Simon, you also have an air conditioning.
I have my special kind of mini air conditioning here right behind me, and also some water, and maybe this stuff also helps.
It's very
Maybe for a long match.
Yeah, maybe a long match. Yeah, let's see.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Cool, but it's very cool that we finally have that match happening here. And so one thing is, I wanted to talk about that with Katie later, but Simon, you are 42 and Andrea, you're 21. Does that makes any impact on you, Simon?
Maybe I will be twice as faster to like balance.
Maybe you're also twice as inexperienced.
Yeah, that's nice, yeah. nice. That's a very nice talk here. I think that's the best start we can have right now. Double experience, double speed. Let's see who wins. And guys, we will talk after the match, and good luck for the match. Have fun.
Thank
you. Yeah, so Andrea starts choosing first. I think we have 5 minutes left. Let's start in 5 minutes, not earlier. I think then it's better.
Okay, so we can also like do some like warm up by ourselves, and then I will invite Simon in like 6 minutes or so.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
And Andrea always challenges, right?
Yeah. Okay. Andrea always challenging because then it's better for the team. Okay. Thank you guys. Good luck.
See you.
Okay. So one last thing, I will leave the microphone of the computer on, and I will put this one on the smartphone, not to hear the noise.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay.
And Simon, you also should switch off at least one sound here. So the sound from your smartphone. I'm not sure if it's running or the microphone.
Yeah, sure. I mean, at the moment, I'm like not hearing it because I have no idea why, but I will simply put in some headphones. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Okay, nice. So they are preparing themselves here. Katie, what do you expect from that match? Double experience, double speed. A very interesting talk here in the beginning. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, firstly about the age thing. I mean, I'm the same age as Simon. Well, slightly older. So yeah, I'm maybe biased, but I think age is not a problem in memory. I think Andrea is obviously a little bit faster anyway in most of the disciplines. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Simon approaches it. He's always very methodical and strategic. Andrea just goes so quickly anyway all the time. And we waited a long time for this final, but it's always exciting between these two. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Cool. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's always like, okay, Simon, okay? You can. It's always like Andrea is the faster guy and so on, but Simon is always there, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
So, and you can expect from him that he has a strategy. He has some kind of strategy and he knows what he's doing. Yeah. And but I feel also Andrea changed a bit of his just go fast strategy towards thinking a bit more of what to do. So I think he is also more in strategic way right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how that works out. I mean, in some ways, just going fast and doing your thing can be easier and can be more, less nerve-wracking. It's like he just got used to doing his fast times. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes if he's a little bit more strategic. But I mean, he's doing so well in the league so far. In season 12, is it? So he's had a few like 6-0s. Yeah.
Yeah. And Katie, can you switch off your video feed right now so then I can prepare everything that we just see both of the competitors here? Because we have a new setup today. You see that we have 4 cameras for both competitors, actually 2 for each, and so a back camera and a face camera. And yeah, I'm also looking forward how that works today. Let's put that a bit here differently. Yeah, that way it should work well. Yeah, let's take a look on some stats here and some stuff here. We have prepared a lot of stuff here today. So season 11 final. Yeah, first of all, I mean, if you look on the if we compare all the disciplines one by one, we have a heads up here. Let's check that first. For example, for cards, images, and numbers here. So you see, these are just matches in or games in competition. So, and just between Andrea and Simon. Yeah, it looks like that, of course, Andrea is the stronger one here, especially in numbers and especially in cards. I mean, look at this. Simon just won 1 cards game because Andrea swapped 2 cards.
Yeah, it's definitely, cards is a really big one for Andrea, and it'll be it's tough for Simon to win these. He sort of goes around 57 seconds quite a lot because he knows Andrea is going to be fast. And Andrea almost always gets 52, even at that speed. So yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, that's true. He has, I mean, against Simon, he just got, okay, this 50, there's another 50 and a 44. 3 times he couldn't manage to get 52 done. And yeah, it's very impressive. And on words and international names, it looks a bit different, especially international names. I mean, what can Andrea do here? Just play it and hope if it's over soon, or what shall he do?
Yeah, it's tricky because, you know, when it's a difficult set, you know, Simon may get a lower score, but then Andrea also gets a lower score. I mean, he just it's going to be very difficult for Andrea to win that one because, you know, Simon almost always wins in general, but always against Andrea so far. Yeah, that's going to be a good one for Simon.
Yeah, and I also prepared a bit of personal information about both of them here. So yeah, Simon from Germany, already 42 years old. We talked about that. That doesn't affect him at all. And he won the Memory League World Championship twice when it was not called that way, but it was named that way afterwards. And yeah, and this I know him since 2004 or 5 or something like that. And yeah, he's right now he's working as a memory consultant, but he is a former lawyer actually. So he was studying law, and now he is into memory. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an amazing competitor and has always been around, always been at the top, and just fantastic, so consistent and so calm. Yeah, have a lot of respect for Simon.
Right, and yeah, if you're on the right side, we have the favorite discipline. You see, yeah, international names is his favorite discipline, and images is the least favorite one. So yeah, and I think we will see that also in the match. Image isn't really his thing here. And then we have Andrea, and the interesting thing is, images is also the second least favorite discipline for Andrea.
That's a strange one. I also noticed names came quite low down on Simon's. That was unexpected.
The national names, yes.
Yeah, national names.
Yeah, he doesn't like them because he feels it's too easy and you cannot go with. I mean, he is, as you are, very intuitive with new names and making something up on the spot. And with the national names, he feels always like that they're just pre-made images or something like that.
Yeah, I think we lose our natural advantage there because everybody just makes images for the names, and it's just a very different sort of discipline, isn't it?
Yeah, it is definitely a different discipline. And yeah, I mean, both have their plus and minuses, I would say, international names and names. And I mean, if you think about it like that, okay, if you have to memorize names in reality in your own country, then it's normal that the names repeat all over the time. And then, I mean, it's the same, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, and Andrea, as we said, He started already in 2017, so now it's already 4 years, but just 21 years old. And right now, I think the strongest memory athlete, especially on Memory League here. Maybe with Alex together, but Alex had a bad round against Simon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know. Andrea always. I mean, Alex always seems so consistent, but then lately not so much. I mean, I think. Yeah, I would put Andrea slightly ahead at the moment, and it's just fantastic. I mean, I can't believe he's only 21. He seems to have been around. I know it's only 4 years, but it seems to he seems to have achieved so much already. He's just brilliant, so fast.
And social media as a hobby is, then you see he's just 21 years old. When I was 21, there was no social media, I think. So, was it? I'm not sure. 2000? It's quite a while. 19? Yeah, I don't think so. So very interesting setup here between both. And they have met a couple of times already. They played each other 4 times and always Andrea won, but it was close very, very often. So I think we can also imagine a close match today. And I'm wondering what is the first discipline then? They didn't start yet, no? I think Andrea will choose first. What do you think? I think he's starting with cards.
I think so, yeah.
It's images.
Yeah, it's images.
Okay. Quite a surprise here to us. And here we go with this new kind of setup. Looks good for me so far. Now change the cam. Oh yeah, that works very well. Nice. Let's start with the front cameras here and see how that. Okay, let's see. I think Simon is going for 60 here, isn't he?
Yeah, I would have expected that. And I think Andrea will finish in about 16.
Oh, Andrea going back.
He's going back. Whoa.
Why? Okay, but that's interesting. But Simon will not stop now. He will go and review.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Wow, this is interesting. I've never seen Andrea do this before.
Me neither. It's not very often. Wow, what is going on here? He's going back and forth, and
Do you think he maybe went too fast and missed something and it messed him up? 46 though, I mean,
yeah, this is he nervous? I don't know. I mean, it's images, and this is really some of his best disciplines. And if we look on the top 10 here from him, his best top 10 is between 10 seconds and 12 seconds on the left side here.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting because actually he never goes that slow.
No, I mean, it could be just, he's, like you said, he's become more strategic, and he knows that Simon is going to review anyway, but he knows that Simon will go a bit slower than that, like, 57, like he's done. So he just thought he'll review, but do it a little bit faster. But yeah, I really didn't expect that.
And it's very interesting. I mean, Andrea, maybe he felt, okay, I have to go back. And maybe even Andrea is a bit more nervous right now. I think this match is shown to so many people at once as never a match has been shown to anyone. So I think, I'm not sure how many on Alessandro's channel are right now, but I expect to have 200 or 300 already. You can check that on the side. And maybe that even affects Andrea. That would be...
He does have his nervous days, and it's the final, and lots of people from Italy are watching, and he's allowed to have a nervous day.
Definitely. And I'm looking for I'm curious about Simon's reaction here when he finishes, what he thinks about that. He's checking again here. 230 on the Italian commentary, very nice. 264. Okay, we have 40 here, guys. Invite all your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, is Simon already clicked the finish button? I don't think so. We can check with the camera here. No, he didn't.
You can see still looking at the images.
Yeah.
But I think he'll see it as he could have won that one if he'd gone faster. But then you never know, do you? He couldn't predict exactly what Andrea would do there. He's there.
Now he finished. Yeah, and. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I said, this time is really unexpected. We also have some kind of breakdown here. And if you look at this, in all the competitive games from Andrea, in the last 2 years, 64 games overall, he just went once between 30 and 60 seconds. Just once in 64 games. Today, the second time. And he got it correct.
Industry, yeah.
That's just unexpected, and well expected is the next discipline, and the next discipline is international names.
Oh. Yeah, we'll have to ask Andrea afterwards whether he intended that initially or not.
Yeah, maybe you can take some notes what we want to ask them afterwards. Sometimes I just forget it. Okay, so here we go with international names. Munich and Rome on one screen. Okay, 1-0 so far for Andrea here. An interesting start. And maybe that was really the right decision here from Andrea in the end. To just go again here. Because if you mess it up, then you're 1-0 down, then Simon very likely to win international names, and then it's already 2-0, and it can go very fast. So it might have been a very smart decision here from Andrea.
And I think perhaps Simon has been a bit too predictable in always going at like 57, 58 seconds in images. I mean, if the other person knows what you're going to do, then it makes their strategy very easy, really.
Yeah, right. Actually, yes. But on the other hand, Simon could say, okay, maybe someone is going slower right now. Okay, but that is double thinking or triple thinking.
Yeah, we know Simon can do the images in 19, 20 seconds, but yeah, he tends to go slower.
So people saying that wasn't that a hard set of names, okay?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's a couple of long ones in there. It's not too bad. About medium, I would say.
Okay, medium.
Medium, yeah.
Okay. Like in the restaurant here, you get the medium set of international
medium
names.
Rare. Medium rare names.
Yeah, and international names, Simon is really, really strong here. The top 10 in international names from Simon. 28 to 25 here. And the top score for Andrea is 22 on the left. So yeah, this is Simon's favorite discipline against most of the opponents.
Yeah, I think that even that 22 for Andrea was kind of a one-off, wasn't it? So
yeah, that was a special one. So it's 5 better than the others. So no such thing as a hard set for Katie. I think there are also hard sets for Katie.
Pretty sure. Yeah, definitely.
Good to know. Yeah, people always, we have always this question, what is the strategy for international names and so on. And for example, who was the last one? I think Jan Hendrik was answering, there is no strategy, he's just memorizing them. And I feel it's, a bit of strategy is there for everyone, but it's quite hard to improve. If you're really bad at names, it's quite hard to improve here to world-class scores. I haven't seen anyone doing that yet. So someone who was not good in international names, I haven't seen ever someone going up from 10 names to 29 names or something like that. I mean, when you start, okay, but not in general.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think there are things you can do, like becoming more familiar with worldwide names and sort of practicing with just practicing with obscure names and coming up with something instantly to sort of associate it with. But yeah, it would be nice to kind of get somebody to go from, say, 15 to 30 or something like that. I think it's possible.
And I've also prepared here some breakdowns for names. So for Simon, he has a record of 49 wins and 5 losses in competitions.
Yeah.
And this breakdown shows here the percentages of games within a specific range. So you see here on the right for Simon, you see 34% of his games in international names are 22 or 23. And yeah, and then 25% are more than that. I think it's about 65% more than 22 of his games. And Andrea just went for 22, 23 just once. So very clear here for him.
Would be a big outlier if Andrea was to win this one.
Right. Yeah, but it's calculated like that also for Andrea, so there's no surprise for him, and it will not affect him at all because now he has the next choice, and see what that is then. So maybe cards now?
That's what I was thinking, but we could be wrong again.
They're still working here. Oh, Simon is still working. Okay. Yeah, there is. Thank you, Issa. There is still this Pan American.
So let's see what Andrea chooses.
Yeah, 21 here from Simon. And now he has, yeah, he has always this little book here. It's checking his notes.
Yeah.
Between disciplines.
Very strategic.
Yeah, and it's a notebook, right? It's not a tablet. It's not a smartphone. It's a book. He really likes writing. Writing is already one of his hobbies. And he is also writing stories, short stories. And I think there's also a channel where some of his stories are published. And so he's really into writing and stuff. And that's really cool. And then when we went to China, for example, together, he was buying a set of nice pens here. Extra nice pens, something like that.
Very nice. I also approve of good stationery. I like to buy notebooks and nice pens. Right.
Yeah.
I read one of Simon's short stories, and it was really, really beautiful, amazing. Yeah, I think he's got a real talent there.
And numbers next. Interesting. Okay, so it's very interesting. I didn't expect to spare Andrea for so long not playing cards.
Yeah, maybe he's saving it till last.
Yeah. It's also some pressure then on Simon to, if he knows it's up there, it's out there still. And now the question is, what is the strategy here? Simon saw that Andrea went somehow slow in images, but that was maybe more or less an accident. And Simon, you really can see him thinking here.
Yeah, what does he do? I mean, their numbers head to head is actually it's like pretty even. I mean, it's 14-10. It's not too kind of not too difficult for Simon to get a win. I mean, Andrea doesn't always get 80. It's not like cards where he almost always get 52. So yeah, there's a chance.
14-10 head to head here between Andrea and Simon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it's really something. And I mean, the predictions always look different because Andrea is so strong and so fast in so many games, but competitions are different. And if you mess it up in one numbers game here, it's always tricky getting all these 80 digits. And it looks like Simon is really taking a lot of time here again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, does he go for his review? Does he try and go around kind of 18, 19 seconds?
Okay, and here we go.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I see Saraj has joined the chat. Hello, Saraj from Nepal.
Saraj is, what do you say? Sorry.
I'm just saying he's joined the chat, so I'm just saying hello.
Hi, Saraj. Nice to see you, and everyone else. Yeah, he has a memory book, some kind of notebook for his memory, or for his notes. Something went wrong here. Sorry. Okay. Wow, guys, sorry, but we missed that one. Both very fast here. Time's already up.
Whoa.
Was a wrong window here, and somehow it was not loading. I don't know, but yeah, you see that 16.03 versus 16.08. That's a nice approach here from Simon. And now the question is, who gets more digits correct?
Yeah, I think, I can see what he was trying to do there, and maybe Andrea predicted that he was going to do that, but it's just so close. Incredible. But yeah, getting 80 in numbers isn't straightforward, is it? Even for Andrea or Simon, it's they certainly don't get 80 every time. I'm expecting a super fast recall from Andrea, as always.
Yeah, that's also a thing here from Andrea. Always getting super fast recall. Simon looks, yeah, the 7 there is a problem because it's in the grab.
Yeah, it's hard to fix that. Unless it's just a typo. But yeah, I think when you've grabbed the last few digits and you've written them in, then you kind of forget it. So yeah, let's see. But Andrea has a gap. Wow.
And yeah, one gap here for Andrea and one gap already for Simon with a 4-digit system. The same position, exactly.
It's been a difficult one.
Yeah, maybe.
They use a different system, so yeah, I'm just.
Okay, but Andrea almost fixing it.
Wow. So if Simon fixes those other gaps, and if they both end up on 79, he's going to be a little bit annoyed about the timing.
Yes. Yeah, but it's quite tough for a 4-digit system to fix all these gaps here. Yeah. It's 3 gaps and it's a lot. I feel maybe he will also be a bit more annoyed about choosing that strategy, because he was definitely thinking about, okay, shall I go slow or shall I go fast? And in the end, going for 1 minute here would have sealed the deal here.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you can't be predictable, can you? So I think he had to go for one or the other.
Yeah, that's true. It's always easy to say from the outside as a watcher here.
Yeah, always good to fill in something, even if you can't remember the last few digits, but I don't think it's going to help him here.
And if you look on the top 10 here, again, for both in the last 2 years, Andrea fixing it. Oh. Nice one. So another 80 here for him. On the left is Andrea's scores, on the right is Simon's scores, so or times. Andrea with a quite solid time for him. But 16 seconds is never safe, I would say. Let's check the breakdown thing here. And it's also very interesting. So in overall, Andrea played 75 games on numbers, and he's never going slower than 30 seconds.
Wow.
Just never. And if you scroll down here to the range of 16 to 17.99 seconds, Andrea gets 85% of all the games done here. And Simon in this range, just 42%, which is still good enough, but...
Yeah. Wow, that's an incredible percentage, yeah. I mean, 16 seconds is almost slow for Andrea, even though it's really incredible.
Yeah, this is so tough if that is already slow. Okay, so 1 point again here for Andrea, 2-1 now. And yeah, just to mention that again here, the rules are that the first player to 4 games wins the set with a 2 points lead. You need a 2 points lead. And there is already a reaction here from Andrea. Hopefully he is not injuring himself.
Not again. Yeah, Simon looks a bit regretful, but maybe about his choice. But yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? I mean, it's Andrea did it and he figured it out, and in the end, it's a very good result. And I think now Simon with words. What do you think, Katie?
I think he will. I mean, even though it's pretty close between them in words. Let me just check. So yeah, actually Andrea's won more, but I still think it's quite a comfortable one for Simon. No, not comfortable like a comfortable win, but I mean just a discipline that he feels very confident and good in. So I think he'll choose it, but let's see.
Okay, that's the wrong start here. Okay, let's see what's the next one will be here. Okay, just a short break here from Simon. Let's take a look on words here now. So you see Andrea with 50 words 10 times, but also Simon. And the interesting thing I saw here is some interesting stats on the bottom here right now. On the left, you see Andrea's streaks, and on the right, you see Simon's. And you see that in all rated games, not just competition, Andrea won 112 games in the last 2 years and lost just 20. And his longest streak of winning was 29. And there is what I really found very interesting is that, for example, Andrea 121 games, 44 and plus words. So he is not so often getting maybe 50. No, actually he is. But yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't have the exact stats. Maybe you know this, but it looked like they both get 50, maybe 1 in 3, 1 in 4 times.
So yeah, in all the rated games, a bit less, I think. I can also check that. So we have actually 25% for both. Yeah, something like that. Every 4th time.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a difficult one. So although Andrea tends to stop the clock a lot earlier than Simon, I mean, you know, is it going to pay off? I mean, the chances are one of them will get a few words wrong. So we'll see. I think people also forget how good Andrea is at words because he's so good at everything else. Like he's so incredibly fast on the cards and numbers. People forget he's also actually really incredible at words. You know, sometimes he does get these really, really fast times, around 40 seconds, even faster.
And what I found very interesting is here that, I mean, you see here on the bottom the time range, and it really doesn't matter how slow or fast he goes here. The average score is almost the same. So you see here, 48 is the average, 47, 48, even if he goes faster here. So, but what does it mean? It just means go with your rhythm, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's interesting. Doesn't seem to be affected by, you know, going that fast. So may as well do it.
I hope they now play words, because otherwise we talked about words for quite too long. But I'm pretty sure Simon must choose words. Yeah. Logical choice. And here we go. It's words.
Okay. Yeah.
So Andrea's body language is also something what is really interesting to see. He's really like, I don't know how you say that in English, but intense.
Yeah, he's like bouncing on every word.
Yeah. Simon is whispering here to himself. I think I also do that. Many people do that. Do you think, are you also whispering to yourself the words?
I don't know. I'm going to have to watch one of my games back because I really don't know. I think I also bounce a little bit like Andrea. maybe not quite that much.
And here
Yeah,
we go.
47. What did I say?
Yeah, very well. Specific guess here. And Simon is always, he's never really going faster than 50 seconds in these matches. He's always around that time. I could break it down again. Yeah, so he is actually stopping the clock most of the time there. Just 9 times he went fast. Yeah, and both with a nice record here. 60-16 for Andrea and 53-18 for Simon and Words. So yeah, both are very strong here. And that's a crucial discipline now here. If Andrea wins that one here, then it looks really good for winning the first set already. But if Simon wins that one, yeah, let's see.
Yeah, then it all comes down to what happens after that, which might not be their favorite disciplines, although Andrea's still got cards. So yeah, still in a strong position. But oh, Andrea's got the last word slightly wrong here.
Move in here a bit. What is it?
So I'm having to look this up. So retrattare, retract, or ripassare is review. So yeah, similar, I guess, but maybe he'll fix it when he looks back at it. I don't know.
But yeah, interesting. Okay, and yeah, Simon here, for everyone who has not seen that yet here, putting in just the syllables here first. The first syllables, or sometimes not just the first one, but some of them. And yeah, many people do that. And nowadays, back then in the XMT in 2014 or 15, people adapted that from Katie, because that was the first time people saw that, I guess. It was everyone in the background was, what is she doing? Yeah, it's a Katie style right now. Okay, what's the first one here? It's just a typo.
It's a typo, right? Dorf.
The Dorf is a village, and Dork is actually no word. Not at least not in German. Okay, and everything else looks also not too bad here for Simon.
Yeah, I was just looking. I think he might have it if he doesn't make any typos.
The grab here for Andrea, I feel that it's quite tough for him to catch that.
Yeah, I think if you just say a word to yourself quickly, and you might get a similar word, and then it's really tough to fix.
And now it's gone. And what's that here? Okay, it's just okay. Now Simon just has to check the Dorf dog thing here.
I would assume he would fix that.
Yeah, I mean, if he wouldn't be happy with himself for quite a while. Okay, that's it. 50 here for Simon, and that looks like Simon's getting that one here, and then it's 2-2. Oh, what was that? Okay, he's teasing us as always, Simon style. Let's wait for both here to click the finish button. Check Simon here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Andrea's aware that he's got this this last word wrong. I mean, sometimes if you're not sure, you might put it in capital letters while you think about it, or
yeah, maybe he feels that the grab was a bit like it can be that, but it can be something different, and then did Simon already click finish? I think so. No, he didn't. He's thinking still.
Yeah, he's very thorough. He won't just make sure he's really got it, and I think he has.
Yeah. Now he has to wait, but that's it. That's a point here for Simon, and such an important point here. 2-2. And Andrea. It's always like that. You see Simon against Andrea, and Andrea is so strong, and Simon is giving him a hard time every single time. And that's so cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, Andrea's kind of smiling to himself. I think he's a bit annoyed with himself about that one. But
yeah, maybe he's also like feeling like, not again, 2-2. Why I'm doing that to myself? why it's so difficult to beat that guy. Yeah, but now we have we have three disciplines left for both of them to choose from, and the next one is chosen by Andrea. It's either cards, images, or no images.
He said cards in the chat anyway, so
Yeah.
definitely cards.
I'm not sure if there's something wrong with the remaining choices here, but it's cards. So let's wait for the cards to start. I will check that. They already chosen images. Not sure.
Yeah, so Andrea chose images first and
Mm-hmm.
the numbers, and then yeah. So will Simon go slow, do you think, and review, or?
Yeah, I think he doesn't know himself by now. He has to figure that out. And I mean, cards is the point about cards is that in cards, Andrea is even more safe, and we have seen that before. It's a 15-1 here for Andrea in cards in the statistics. So, and if you go slow here and Andrea just goes for 18 seconds, then he will win that because he has a pretty good chance to win. I think Simon will attack. That's my guess here.
I think he might do, but Andrea doesn't really do that. He doesn't really go around 18 or 19, does he? I mean, he tends to just stick with like 16 seconds, which I don't think Simon can really do at all safely. So I don't know. Let's see. Maybe he'll attack because he doesn't want to be predictable, because he's got other sets to come and he needs to keep Andrea guessing. But
yeah, right. That's also something you have to consider. It's not just you're not just playing that set, but you are actually also playing the next set somehow. Okay, let's go with cards here. And yeah, this is a system thing here also. Battle of the System. PAO, person action object, versus a 2-card system. How often did they meet in the finals? A 16 point. Okay, and Simon playing it safe. I was wrong here. They met in the finals I think in the season 8 and 9, or was it just 9 and 10? I don't know. And in the remote championship 3 times or something. Maybe it's already the 4th meeting in the final here.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of big matches between these two, hasn't there?
Yeah.
And it always seems to be quite close and exciting. So it's great.
Cards, and on cards there was, for Andrea, his longest streak of winning games was 45 games in a row between August 19 and May 20. 45 in a row, and overall he won 117 in rated games and just lost 13. So that shows the strength here of Andrea here on cards. And even for sub-20s, 57 out of... So half of the games he played, he got sub-20 correct, which is also...
Amazing.
Yeah. Sub-20, I mean... it's,
yeah, we can both remember the days when
yes.
Nobody was saying sub-20, so...
Yeah, I mean, it was... Even 30 was quite magical.
Yeah.
And it looks good here. Oh, no, I think it looks good for Andrea. He's just throwing them in.
Yeah, it's pausing a little bit. Oh, no, I think he's got it.
And that's it. Wow. 1 minute recall. 1 minute.
That's pretty fast, isn't it? Wow.
And Simon with a 57 seconds recall. But unfortunately for Simon, he cannot win anything with a recall time. And that means a set point here for Andrea. If he keeps that, and I think he will, there's no... Usually you don't change anything. If the recall goes so fast, then they are pretty safe.
Yeah, and especially in cards where you kind of know if it's worked out, don't you?
And there's a question if Simon always had a 2-card system, or if he started at one point. I think that in the very beginning he started with a normal just 1-card system, but he changed it very fast, like in the first year or something like that. So and actually for him it was never like that he wrote everything down. So he really just made up a code, and then he just started memorizing without writing anything down in terms of what images or what card pair is what image.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I think it's a good way to go, because you should use what comes first into your mind when you come up with a new the phonetics, and it's quite a good way to get started on a new system quickly without having to kind of learn a whole system, which can be really intimidating, I think.
Yeah, true. For me it was always like it feels so bad if I cannot come up with something, and then I feel disturbed, and then I feel the whole attempt was a waste of time. So I was one of these people who just try to write everything down. And Simon gives greetings here to all the Italian watchers. And so, yeah, how is the other stream, the channel going? How many people are on Alessandro's stream? That would be very interesting to know.
Yeah, I mean, memory sports must be quite well known in Italy now, I guess, because Andrea seems to be quite well known there. Lots of people are watching his games, which is fantastic to see.
420 plus. Wow, nice people there. So yeah, I mean, he has a big range there. He has already more, I think, 100,000 followers on TikTok and a couple of thousands on Instagram. And he's really the influencer guy in the memory support scene here in Italy. And that's so cool. It gives also memory sports a great chance to for the future in Italy, having maybe a world championship there or something like that.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. So what does Simon choose now?
27,000 from Instagram. Okay. Yeah, his choices are they are not updated here. The choices must be
so cards, images, or numbers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's picking numbers.
Picking numbers, interesting. Okay.
I think it's the right choice, because it's just so it's more even between them, isn't it? And I think it's the right one for him to pick.
I think so too. I mean, images is Simon's worst discipline. There's no doubt about that, and he wouldn't disagree on anything like that. And cards, Andrea is so strong, but on numbers we have seen Andrea struggling here a bit. The question is now the time. But Simon hasn't seen that Andrea was struggling on numbers. He just saw, okay, Andrea got 80 done. And now the question is, what is Simon doing now? He didn't get the 16. Yeah, it's a tough decision now for him, what to do.
Yeah, and what does Andrea just go for roughly the same time? I mean, it's tricky. Maybe he'll go slightly slower to get it absolutely safe, because he wasn't sure about something. But yeah, Simon obviously won't know that. So
yeah, and greetings to Palm Springs. Nice people from Palm Springs. We also have 40 here, 10 times more on Alessandro's stream, but this is pretty nice anyway here. And Andrea is still fixing his elbow here, and he told us before the stream started that he had an injury. A slight knocked the door with his elbow or something like that, or hit the door.
Yeah, I think this is the worst injury you can get in memory sports is to knock something on the door as you come into your room ready to memorize.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mopping it now with a bandage or something.
I mean, you're breaking your hand, your typing hand would be bad, right?
You could also do that, yeah.
And yeah, guys, all in the chat here, thank you very much for being here. And this was Alessandro, this dual stream. We are already talking about that in April. So we are planning that since in a while, and then we were planning that. First of all, we thought, okay, maybe Alex versus Andrea. Then there was Biamba, but then there was a cheating issue. Then everything was postponed, and now we are finally here. And the reason why I'm not doing it on Twitch today is that I can't do that because I'm not allowed, as the agreement says with Twitch, that I cannot stream at the same time on Twitch and YouTube. I have to wait for 24 hours for video footage to upload it on YouTube. Okay, so here we go with numbers again. This time we will not miss the numbers here.
So Ronald Johnson in the chat says he thinks Simon will play it safe. I think so too, maybe. I think to mix it up a bit because he did the fast time last one.
And Simon here he's going fast again.
Okay, I was wrong.
4-digit system but Andrea, wow, 13 points. Ooh, it's 15 points.
15. Incredible.
Set points here for Andrea.
But is that even too fast for Andrea, maybe, to do it safely?
No, too fast? Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, if I look on the breakdowns again here, I mean, 13 seconds is... He still has 62% in this time range here.
Okay, so still pretty good, but...
Yeah, still pretty good. Simon never got it in the competition. 62% in the time range, 16 games, and 62% of them correct. And the thing is, with Simon's 15.7, Andrea also has a chance, even with 77 or 78, to win that set.
True. I think it's really Simon that we have to look at now with this one, because it's going to depend on how accurate he is. Wow, Andrea's just like, I don't know how he even types that fast.
It's yeah. Okay, there's one, maybe just a typo here for him. And Simon with a gap here. Let's check if Andrea's fixing that gap, that typo here again. 79.
Wow, Simon's recall's pretty good. I mean, yeah. Got maybe 2 gaps and one possible typo.
And yeah, people are still following on Twitch while we're sitting here. That's cool. Because that alert is still a Twitch alert here. So yeah, and Andrea again with 1 digit here. And Simon also with a pretty nice recall. I mean, this is good, but unfortunately not good enough. And that would mean that Andrea wins the first set here with 4-2.
Unless Simon can fix this last image and the extra digit. Oh, are you still worrying about the first line now?
Yeah. Maybe he's not even worrying about the last line.
Yeah, look at the last line, Simon.
756 is, yeah.
Oh, and
Andrea fixing it just... I'm not sure if he's doing that on purpose here. Just
another thing to ask him at the end.
Yes. What was the first thing, by the way? The images. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that, that's the first set for Andrea then.
Yeah.
4-2. And hi, Raja, by the way. Goat. Talking about the goat here. Yeah, goats need more. At 4 years, it's already a long time, but yeah, he's definitely, I think, one of the 2 or 3 strongest athletes right now. Alex definitely is there, and I would say there's maybe 1 or 2 from Mongolia who we haven't seen them here, unfortunately, so often. That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be nice to see them in Memory League and have them compete with Andrea and Alex. And yeah, it would be good to see.
Yeah, so everyone in the chat, so just try to get as many people from Mongolia, from the Mongolian school here for the slam, because the slam is, the Asian Oceanic Slam is ahead and in August. And the qualifiers will start. If you haven't played the season, you still can qualify in the beginning of July, I think. Yeah, and Andrea just sitting here, not clicking the finish button yet. Just maybe still thinking. Yeah, and that's it. 4-2, first set. Well done, Andrea. And in the second set, Simon will choose first. And so he has a good chance to lead here if he wins the international names.
You're assuming he's going to pick international names?
I'm not sure. Maybe he is surprising us, but he has always the same order of choosing the first disciplines. Almost.
Yeah. I can't really criticize.
Yeah, true. And yeah, you're already the reaction here from Andrea, happy about winning the set. And it's always like the first set is tricky, and Andrea is under pressure, and now he won it 4-2. Good for him. Sometimes we had sets until 7-9 or something like that. And yeah, well done. The first choice is organized like that in the first set, the higher seeded player chooses first, which means here that the player with the better position in the division chooses first, and then it alternates for the second and the third set. Someone is shouting out here the goats for all the countries. You are the England goat, and I think Simon is pretty much close to being the German goat, but yeah.
Graydon is the Canadian goat.
Yeah, definitely. 10 minutes break is asking by Andrea here. Simon also okay with 5 here? Already a bit of talking here.
Negotiating about 7 minutes.
I prefer 10 minutes this time. Interesting. Okay, Simon agrees. So 10 minutes break. And we are then waiting for them to come back. And Andrea, little meditation on the elbow. Medication, okay. Meditation. Andrea is having his medical timeout right now. Just a joke here, but yeah. And we are waiting for the second set. Yeah, Katie, so what do you think? First set, close as expected?
Yeah, pretty much as expected. It could have been one of those that goes on a bit, like you said, but it was short and sweet. But yeah, some of the games were pretty close, and some of the times were very close. So yeah, it's not all going to go Andrea's way, is it? I mean, we'll see what the second set brings, but Simon can definitely give Andrea a good game. So he'll be trying to come out strong with presumably international names, maybe a nice words match. I'm hoping for Andrea to slip up somewhere, or maybe even beat him on time somewhere, like in numbers. But yeah, it's not easy at all.
Right, and yeah, Katie, just bring yourself up on the camera here, I would say. I will also put myself here up. So while we're waiting here, there's not so much going on. Simon is eating his Alpro. And do you have a special diet for yourself, Katie?
Me? No, not really. I mean, I don't sort of eat in certain ways to try and be more healthy, particularly, or to help my memory. I'm like, I have a few allergies, so yeah, I just try and eat pretty healthily. I also like the soya products, like Simon. Not so much the yogurts, but the soy milk. So yeah, I think I eat quite healthily. I don't eat a lot of fruit, but yeah, I would say I don't really eat a lot of ice cream. I know we have always discussions about ice cream.
Yeah.
It's not really that much into ice cream.
Yeah, but I feel I was doing that survey, that poll about ice cream, and it was not, it destroyed the mystery because people like ice cream more than I thought, and that was that was not the outcome I would like to have. So, and yeah, people are talking here also about Pratik, for example. Do you know Pratik from India?
Yeah, I mean, he's very strong and he's really good at words. I mean, it's scary.
And guys, the Italian community is joining us here right now.
Hi there, everybody.
Hi, Johannes. Hi,
Hi,
Tati.
guys. Nice to have you here now. And yeah, what do you think about the first set?
Wow, what an amazing set, man. It was, funny to watch, but also very engaging. And what about Simon's yogurt? That's the secret of his strength. I know.
Okay, so people in Italy also already want to buy this yogurt, maybe. Yeah, that's it's something. He has a special diet since a couple of months, I would say. And he lost a lot of weight. He told us, and he feels better. And this is a soya stuff yogurt, so no milk, and he really enjoys that. Yeah, so
I also was listening to your streaming, so you made a question to Kathy about her diet, and but I lost I lost the answer.
Oh, well, I eat quite healthily, but there's no special products. I don't eat a very special
Andrea
diet.
always eats pasta. Pasta is
Pasta carbonara and 2 eggs in the morning. We all know that because we work together
all day, every day.
He always asks that.
Yeah, but he's still young. He can do that. And but if he does that for the next 20 years, I'm not sure. So how is everything going on the Italian stream? We heard you have a huge audience there, and it's working very well.
Almost 500 people right now.
Wow.
So yeah, amazing.
Yes, we're really happy about that.
Yeah, amazing. And also, we were thinking about Simon as a great strategist. His match was very good from a strategy point of view, I think, when he decided to go very slow, but to count on an error by Andrea was very smart, in my opinion. Yeah, in cards especially.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Katie?
Yeah, no, as I say, Simon keeps a lot of notes. He kind of thinks really deeply about his strategy. And I think it pays off. And I think against Andrea, you have to be really strategic and try and work out what he's going to do next. And
In fact, we watched Simon taking notes or having a diary in front of him, and in that moment, Johannes said he likes writing. I don't know poems or whatsoever, and I said to myself, okay, now he's writing like the Lord of Rings amongst the match and another one. He has to be a genius. I don't know
what is he writing.
He was taking notes, so about the match, about the feedbacks of his strategy. Yes.
That's Simon Strange. I mean, he knows that Andrea is faster. He is faster in numbers and cards and images, and he needs that strategy. And he is so good because he has this mind and he knows, okay, that's my strategy. That's how I can beat him. And of course, Andrea won the first set, but it was closer than it was really close. It could go either way. And so I'm also looking forward to the second set here. And that's Simon versus Andrea. For example, Alex versus Andrea is always speed. And this is here more, it's a really strategic game. But also Andrea, what do you think about the first images game here? Andrea was like struggling.
Yeah, a bit.
I think Andrea came back. I don't know how it works, but I watched Andrea coming back and immediately just I don't know, to memorize once again or just to recall the things. I don't know. Actually, I was surprised about. Also, Simon did that. He didn't memorize the whole thing, and he just went to click the finish button. He came back and he started to memorize once again. So maybe they were used a little bit of caution in the very beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, for Simon, it's a common strategy. Actually, he is doing that maybe 80-90% of the time because he knows that he is not good in images, and his opponent is always kind of better. But for Andrea, it was a rare thing, and I saw that on the stats here. out of 70 games, Andrea just went once slower than 30 seconds, just once, and that was the second time.
I think Andrea is trying a different strategy here. He knows his biggest weakness is willingness to go above and beyond with speed, and he knows that's a weak point. I think he's trying to become better at time management. I think he's trying to deliberately go slower just to be more accurate. So I think it's a deliberate choice from Andrea, not a mistake. I can be wrong.
But Simon would go at about 57, so I think he just wanted to do the same, but a bit faster.
Yeah, my guess was here that Andrea was going fast, but then he felt, okay, maybe I'm not sure. I go back, and usually he would just stop the time. But now he thought a bit about that. And no, I don't stop. I just go back. It's okay. And then it's a smart strategy. I think it was a smart move from him, because you can't lose. He can't lose that one.
Oh, Simon is here.
Simon and both are back. So guys,
you're ready to rock and roll
for the visit. And see you later. Okay.
See you later, guys.
Good game.
Ok. Adesso dobbiamo trovare il modo di.
Sala gruppi.
Ok. Yeah.
Yes.
So that works pretty well. Nice. Okay. So let's wait for both to come back here and set up the camera again. Simon has both cameras still here, and Andrea was on the phone in the break. I see.
And now Simon has some time to work on his novel.
Yeah, maybe. It's a long novel here. And so second set. First set won by Andrea. Now Simon chooses first, and Andrea, of course, have to let him in here with the Zoom call. And now I have to rearrange the setup here a bit.
Some comments in the chat about your amazing board games that everybody's looking at on your shelves.
Yeah. I really love board games, and since I was a kid, I always was playing that, and it's quite a collection already. Unfortunately, in the last year, it wasn't that possible because of the pandemic, and you cannot meet with others. So, but I hope I can be back to board games right now. And my father was actually playing with us a lot of board games when we were kids. And he was always winning, and he never gave us a chance. And that was really, as a kid, you are annoyed by that because you want to win and you never do, and you lose, and then you cry sometimes when you're a small kid. And the problem now for all my opponents in board games is that I just want to win every single board game. And
this is giving you a competitive edge. That's good.
Yeah, I just want to win the games. I don't care about that friendship anymore. Sometimes
I love board games as well. I don't have such an amazing collection as you, but I do like playing them.
So Simon's still eating here his yogurt.
Yeah, it's a big yogurt. Wow.
I mean, if he would be a major influencer like Andrea maybe is already in Italy, he could get like 3,000 to 5,000 euro for that. Just eating that on stream.
Yeah, sponsored by Alpro.
Yeah. Okay, player 2 chooses first in the second set. This is Simon. And they start with... This is images.
What?
This is internet, must be in... I'm not sure. It looks like yellow on the screen here.
Did Simon click the wrong button? I don't know.
Don't know.
Or maybe it's a tactic.
Yeah, okay. What kind of tactic is that?
I don't know. I was hoping you might have some ideas about that one.
Or maybe it's just so... he is writing in the chat that he chooses international names. And maybe it's just us here not seeing it right. We will see in a second here. International names. It looks so imagery, something like that. Okay, let's go. International names again. Second set. Let's go.
Let's see if this is an easy set or a medium set.
What do you think?
So far, looking kind of medium.
Yeah,
there's a William. I mean, that's pretty easy. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it's a little bit easier than the first one, maybe. No, I think it's a little bit harder. I don't know. These are kind of, there's a few familiar ones, but then there's a few really kind of strange names that I wouldn't be able to place them. Like, it's always easy for me if I can say, oh, that's a Chinese name, or that's a Finnish name. But if some of them I'm really not sure about, so that makes it harder for me. I don't know if that makes it harder for Simon and Andrea as well. Oh, no way!
Wow.
I've never seen that in international names.
That's me neither. So especially not in such a stream here. I mean, that's a chance for a draw in that game. Let's wait for that. But still, both have to have the same amount, of course. But yeah, same time. That's a rare thing here.
Yeah, Burrell says timing. Yeah, timing is very interesting.
That's true. And I know that's the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, let's see how that goes here. Simon looks very good here. The first row, just 2 names missing, and the second row also good. And Andrea is going more up and down here. He's not going straight forward with typing the names. In the first game here, Simon had 21, and yeah, we have seen that stats here before. It's Simon's super strongest discipline here. He not very often gets below than 20. Like 20% of all his games are less than 20, and he's already now 22 here.
Yeah, this is a good one for Simon. 23. I think Andrea would need a PB now to beat Simon. 24. Yeah, very strong.
Wow, 26, yeah, oh, nice.
Maybe a better set than the previous one.
Good start here for him, sending such a tiny 18 for Andrea is also good.
Yeah, that's also a good score for Andrea already, isn't it? So.
Yeah, so no draw here in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be a little bit surprised when they see the time, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and 26, even for Simon, is a very strong result. Yeah, just 5%, 6% of his games are 26 and more. So yeah, quite a good result for him. Andrea already done typing here. Removing his headphones, clicking the finish button now. Smiling about the time, I guess.
Yeah, I think Simon's still hoping to get one more. You know, one of them's called Lucille, but he's already got that one. But he's writing Lucille everywhere.
The yogurt, yeah, the yogurt. I also eat that. I like them too. They have so many different tastes, like strawberry and pineapple and mango. So a lot of different tastes. So that's it. Nice one here.
Yeah, well done, Simon.
Yeah.
Simon's still shaking his head here. Not 100% happy about 26 because he thinks he might have. Yeah, I mean, Lucille, no. Annabelle, Martha. Yeah,
I think there's quite a few similar looking women in this set of names. Yeah, he thinks it was doable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm sure we're going to see a 30 from Simon at some point. Maybe not today, but yeah, some point soon.
And now images. Second time today, images. First time we talked about that in the break, that both went for a slow time. I felt Andrea more as not an accident in the end, but as a decision while memorizing, and Simon making the decision beforehand. Now the question is, will Simon change it now and go fast, like trying to go for 19 or 20 because he thinks that Andrea is going slow again? Maybe that was a tactic from Andrea from the beginning.
But then Andrea will know that's okay. I'm getting confused now. You know what I'm saying? He'll predict that. So if Simon goes fast, maybe Andrea's also going to go fast because he knows Simon's going to go fast.
I think
I think Simon should go slow again.
I think Andrea is going for sub 18, something like that, 17, 18, yeah. And he's pretty safe with these times. So okay, and here we go. Images.
Wow, Andrea goes so fast, it's like, how does he even see them?
Yeah. Okay, he's going. Yeah, this is and Simon playing it safe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now the pressure, of course, is on Andrea because he needs them, because otherwise we have the situation that Simon would lead 2-0. And
33, that's different from Simon.
Totally different. Did you expect him to go for another 40?
Yeah, I think he's covering his bases. He thought, well, if Andrea did the same again, he's going to...
Yeah, maybe.
If he goes fast, at least, 33 is enough to see them all quite safely, isn't it? So, yeah, I think that's quite smart.
Right, yeah, and Julia is asking in the chat if we memorize the names because of the different backgrounds.
I don't. No, I wouldn't even notice the background probably. Like if there's something interesting in the background, which there usually isn't, because the rules are you have to have a plain background. But I think I would use something if it could help me. But if it's just a plain one, then not so much.
Yeah, for me, it's I sometimes do that. Yes. If I recognize something in the background, I'm not sure. On Memory League, it's not that often because the backgrounds are really plain and blue or something like that. But in the traditional format, there sometimes have been competitions when the background was really different. And then I use that, of course. It's not the way you should do it, but if it's there, you can do that.
I'll be honest, sometimes the color of the shirt, like if there's somebody called Donna wearing a red shirt, I'll just think Donna red. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And Andrea with no problem at all here. And yeah, he has it with between 14 and 17 years, 92% recall for all the images. So it's just his sweetest, smartest most comfortable time range. He's even he's not really often going for less than 17 seconds. Just 5 games, less than 17 seconds. 20, something like that. So yeah. Anyway, so 34 him, and then it's 1-1, and the next choice by Simon, which will be words. Pretty sure about that.
I would be confident of that. Unless he's really trying to be unpredictable, but yeah.
Yeah, at this point, sometimes I would think, okay, I can go with words right now, but the thing is, I have to choose something else at some point anyway. So I could think, or he could think, okay, I can have still a chance to choose words, even if I now choose something different. And choosing something else right now, like numbers, and choosing words next would be also a strategy. Because he has time to choose words at some point. But I think Simon will play it solitaire and straightforward, just choosing the words next.
I think most people tend to choose their favorite first, and the idea being to get as many points as possible to demoralize the opponent a bit and feel comfortable yourself by having those points. So yeah, I think you'll choose words.
And Philodorf is a suggestion to memorize only naked people in the future. So yeah, but then they still have a special haircut, and
distracting.
There are different things to recognize then. I am pretty sure about that. It could be hard to find volunteers for the images. Yeah, maybe, but maybe not. I mean, it's an open world. The internet is big. And Andrea is... It looks always a bit like that he is meditating a bit here. In the past, he was more moving also between games, and he looks way more relaxed nowadays. And focused.
Absolutely.
We will send to Guillaume's hairdresser. Yes, that is a nice idea. So everyone getting that one. Okay, so let's see if it's words.
Yeah, he says words.
It says already. Okay. Yeah, and again here this words thing, streak thing. So his longest streak for 50 in a row was 3 from Simon, which is good, I would say. 3 in a row. And 48 plus was 11 in a row for both. Actually, they have quite the same stats here for these things.
Yeah, it's very, very similar, really, in terms of the scores, at least, if not the time.
Yeah, and you see also here that Andrea played way more rated games. That doesn't mean that he trained, that Simon maybe trained more. It's possible, but from that here you see that Andrea almost played 40% or double of the amount of games as Simon did. And Florian, by the way, Florian Minges, if you are here, thank you again for creating all these nice stats here. They're really amazing and constantly improving here. So that's really cool.
Yeah, we look at stats. Brilliant.
Yeah. And the breakdown again here is also very interesting for both because it's so break even here. And I think this is the deciding game for the set. And maybe for the match. If Andrea can win that one, then he has a one foot forward to the winning the season here. And and also interesting for example, for Simon here, in his 71 games he played, he never scored below 43. Never.
Wow.
That's also something though. It's great. And 47 to 48, the range is like 43% in that range. And both, as we mentioned before, get 50 every 4th attempt.
Will this be the 1 in 4?
Yeah.
1 in 50.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. So, okay, let's see how that goes here next. Yeah, this is still season 11 final here. Season 12 is already under its way and almost over. Some people still have to pick up some games here. The stripe on her face in the video. I'm not sure what you mean. Is there a stripe on the face in the video?
On his face.
Don't know. Okay, words starting. Okay, Andrea is frozen here. Oh no, he's back again. And again here, see Andrea dancing with the words here. That's just...
He moves his hands like, I don't know. It's funny how sometimes you don't know what expressions you're doing while memorizing. I had a message from somebody who said that they suddenly realized that they were making noise during memorization and they didn't realize it until they saw a video. So yeah, that was quite interesting. But I think most of us who have taken part in the traditional competitions, we've got very used to being silent anyway. But for people who've only done Memory League from home, it's sometimes you have to kind of remind yourself not to make noise.
Yeah, but I actually don't want to think about how I look during memorization, because sometimes then you think that looks somehow a bit strange, but it's but if you think about that, then you might be disturbed by trying to not look like that.
Yeah, so perhaps this is why some people get very nervous on video when they're on the stream.
Right.
Wow, fast time again from Andrea.
And again in the graph, here's something.
Okay, let's have a look. That's just a typo.
That's just a typo, yeah.
Simon filling in quite a lot before he starts doing the first few letters.
Andrea just moving through all the spots here and reviewing in his head, and since he went that fast, it looks like he has a good chance to get the 50 maybe. Or at least I have seen that from other competitors.
Yeah, he seems quite confident. Everything looks good from Simon so far.
And there's a question about the inner voice while memorizing cards and numbers. Do you have that, Katie? Just talking or speaking out, not loud, but with your inner voice?
Yeah, like sub-vocalizing. It's interesting. I was trying to think about this earlier, whether I do or not. I think I do, but because I'm using the bend system, it's literally just a syllable. So I don't think it slows me down massively, but I don't know. A lot of people say that you should try not to, because it makes you faster if you can stop the inner voice. I don't know. How about you?
Yeah, I definitely have that. And talking a bit to myself. But for example, in numbers, yeah, it's a good example, because in numbers I do a review in 5-minute numbers. And in the first run, I have that inner voice and I'm talking to myself, but in the review, I don't.
Okay.
I just seeing the pictures again or having a feeling for them. And 50 again here for Simon.
Wow.
Very impressive. And Andrea, are these two typos here? It looks like that.
Yeah, verticals. I think so. Yeah, either a typo or
Let's see.
Spelling. I'm not sure whether he'll correct Arrugginito.
Okay, 1.
He's corrected that one.
Oh, and he does not correct that one. Is that a typo or?
I think that's the spelling. I mean, the
Yeah.
other day he had one. It was like scricchiolio, and he made a spelling mistake, and afterwards he just said, yeah, I didn't know how to spell that one. Oh, and Simon's changing something.
He's just testing again here. I think he's just testing the other way around. That's the way Simon is doing him. If he feels I'm not 100% sure here, then he wants to see how it looks in a different order, and that's the reason why he's changing it now. And I'm pretty sure he will change it back, but he's just testing. Does it look good or not? And yeah, Andrea with this spelling mistake here, just up to 49. Just, I mean, yeah, 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I mean that's still incredible because he's basically got 50 words memorized in 46 seconds. But
50. No, okay, wow.
Oh no,
ooh, he's
really not sure.
He's not sure about that typo. That's that spelling here.
Oh, is he going to leave it with 2 G's?
That's tough. I mean.
Oh. Wow.
And he leaves it. Now there is. That was tough because I think that was like coin flip here for him.
Not mad, no.
And Simon also done. I didn't realize that actually. Also done, and he swapped these 2 in the end. Wow, that was maybe a pre-decision in that match here. 2-1 now for Andrea.
Yeah, that's a big win.
And it was really on the edge here. Andrea was almost a spelling mistake. We can ask him, yes, after that. Yeah. And Simon with the swap here, he tested it and then he swapped it. But in the end, it wouldn't matter for him.
Okay.
And now the next choice from Andrea.
Looks like he's thinking about his choice, maybe.
Cards. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. Good. Yeah, going back to the inner voice thing.
Yes.
I also read somewhere that it's actually in some ways positive because it gives you another layer to remember. So you've got the image, but you've also got the word in your mind that you've kind of sub-vocalized. So it reinforces the memory, but it can be slower, obviously. So I don't know. I still can't decide whether it's useful to try and eliminate it or not.
Yeah, as I said, for me, I feel it's a thing. Especially numbers, I have that, and it feels the best way I can do it. In the review, just seeing the images without talking, and in the memorization, I do that. It feels very solid and still my best discipline, 5-minute numbers. So,
yeah. Is that a deliberate choice to not sub-vocalize in?
No, not deliberate. It's just okay. Because I have I have about 3 minutes for the first view of all the numbers, and then I have just 2 minutes left. So I have not that much time then. So it has to be faster, and it's also not like that I'm doing an active review here. I'm really just looking at the numbers and seeing it in my mind at the same time, something like that. I don't know, hard to describe.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So yeah, it's interesting that obviously this is one of your really strong disciplines, and it sounds like you've got a very fixed kind of strategy for doing that. I mean, if you ask me what I do in 5-minute numbers, I wouldn't know my strategy, but I guess I just need more practice.
Yeah, I mean, I was just reflecting that at some point and thinking, okay, what I'm actually doing here, because people very often ask how to do that, as people always ask you how you do international names, and so you have something to answer here. You have to reflect that on yourself. So let's see what's going on here with the speed now. Andrea looks, but they're both quite. No, Andrea is faster. 16.
Yeah, very similar to last time.
And Simon was 20. Might already know that this is maybe not enough here.
Yeah. It could be again just to stay unpredictable and keep changing it so that Andrea doesn't think he's always going to go safe. But yeah, he must know it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, and just having a look on the time range here. In this time range, he has 75% correct, Andrea. And for Simon, this time range is 72%. So yeah, quite the same amount of correct games here in percentages in this time range for both.
Okay, could be interesting.
Yes.
Already a mistake from Simon. Something in the wrong location, perhaps.
And for Andrea, 2 gaps here and the grab. The grab might be tricky. Even this PAO. And yeah, for Simon, I'm not sure. Let's wait for them to finish that and see what they are doing then. Has anyone ever beat Andrea on cards? Yeah, not often, as we have seen that before. Simon won in competition once against Andrea because Andrea swapped 2 cards. And yeah, what kind of recall is that? This is... Oh, and Simon swapping these 2 images here on the different locations. And then it's a match point for Andrea. But Simon's choice. Ooh, what to choose here? Images, numbers, or cards? I think he's going again with numbers.
Yeah, I think that would be the smartest choice. Because, yeah, Andrea isn't always getting 80. But whether to go fast or slow is a question.
I think he goes fast.
Yeah?
Because, yeah, I mean, okay, Simon is very strategic, but I'm not sure if he goes just for 60 seconds and then he loses it, and because Andrea went for 18 or 17. It's maybe the last game, and don't know. Both already clicked the finish button here. No, not just Simon finished. And match point after 1.5 hours here for Andrea. Might be a short match for them. They have also played 3.5 hours, so what was that cards?
I think it was 1685 last time, but very close.
Right.
A 16 is a 16, so.
It's true. My prediction is that Ronald Johnson says that his prediction is Simon goes slow. I predict him to go it's something in between. I mean, not slow, but like 17, 18 or something.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't match point, I would think maybe he's just going to go slow and be strategic. But I think he's just got to attack it now, really.
Yeah, that's also what I feel. You need to attack at some point. And if you don't attack here now, yeah, you can still have a bit of luck here. But I mean, for Andrea, it's like having a match point now, and numbers is one of his strongest discipline. Yeah, but maybe also you could also think, okay, Andrea maybe have some pressure right now because it's a match point. So you go slow because Andrea has pressure and is a bit nervous. Or maybe you just don't overthink it and just play.
Yeah, I think if I was Simon at this point, I would be very kind of 50-50. What do I do? Maybe even toss a coin or something, because yeah, I think whatever you do, it's going to be hard. But I think he's got his strategy pretty spot on today. It's just so far it's not really been working out. But I think you just have to be smart against Andrea, and he has been. But Andrea is just too consistent and fast.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe Simon had just left the room to flip the coin. not doing that on the stream. And yeah, it's also a tactic to I feel it's also a tactic to slow a bit down here and leave the room for a minute, relax for a minute, and letting your opponent wait. Can be a tactic. I mean, you see that in other sports like tennis. You just try to break your opponent's rhythm or something like that.
Yeah, let Andrea sit here looking a bit nervous for a minute.
Yeah, maybe. Letting him think. And Simon again, yeah. Some iPro yogurt. Okay, maybe we have to write the statistics down. If Simon eats yogurt, is he going fast or not? That's something for the future. Future stats. Okay, let's go with numbers. Yeah, he's also the longest streak for numbers for Andrea is 44 games won in a row, which is also, very, very strong.
I would be happy to win 2 in a row, to be honest.
Yeah, 80 in a row is also nice. I mean, how often did he get that? 12 times in a row, 80 done. It's interesting. It's not that much. I mean, actually, it's a lot. I'm not sure. Is it a lot or not? 80 done, correct?
It doesn't sound massive, but then it's like, I don't think many people are doing that unless they're going super slow.
And I mean, for him, it's also under 25 seconds.
Yeah,
you have exactly. Under 25 seconds, 12 times in a row. That is something.
Yeah. But I think numbers is one of those, like, you look at the top scores and you think, he's doing, these crazy times, but I think sometimes we forget he's not always doing 80. He does it quite a lot, but it's not always, so there's always a chance.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, just the top 10 doesn't reflect what you do in competitions, because the top 10,
Yeah, so when I've got an opponent, I don't just look at their top 10, I look at all their recent scores and matches, and what they tend to do in their actual matches, rather than their top training scores or top rated match scores, because it's not reflective.
Okay, here we go. Match point for Andrea. Let's see if he's also dancing with the numbers. He is.
Yeah.
So cool. It's like he's with his left hand. It's
like he's conducting.
Yeah, conducting. Yeah. 14. Oh, wow! Goes with such a, again, like in the first game here, in the first number. Simon was attacking.
Yes, you were right. I love that Simon just attacked this game and just tried to keep up with Andrea's speed. Let's see what the recall does. Incredible. Wow.
And 14.6 is I'm not sure if it's still, but quite a while ago, half a year ago, Simon mentioned to me that we shared our best times in numbers, and we had exactly the same best time here, 14.40. Exactly the same. That was quite interesting to see. Maybe he already improved here in the meantime. I didn't. So. Okay, guys, let's go.
Grab looks good for Simon.
That's good. That's good. The last row, important here. Andrea. I mean, if Andrea just types it in here, then What can you do?
Yeah, it's just incredible. He just types it straight out. I mean, one error there, could be a typo, but I know I have to do a lot of thinking on my numbers recall. But will he fix this one digit? Is he just teasing us
again? In every single numbers game.
We're used to this now.
79, 79, 80. And yeah, for Simon, yeah, he has a tough time here.
Yeah.
2 gaps, and that is fast for him. That is super fast for him.
Yeah.
It's not even a top 10 time for Andrea, but for Simon, it's the fastest time he has tried in a competition, I guess.
Yeah, I think he just had to go for it, really.
He went for such a time 2 times in a competition out of 65 games.
Wow.
And he didn't get it last time, so yeah. But it's good to attack here. I mean, I really somehow hope that Andrea gets 80 here. Because otherwise it's a bit of like, yeah, I attacked, but that was a chance.
Yeah.
But you have to make a decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
And clicks the finish button. We're still checking. Yeah, but that's it, I guess. Simon's still fighting here for some more digits, but it's super unlikely that he's getting 80 here. And that's a win then for Andrea here, winning the season. Nice final here. Winning another final. Andrea is really so strong, and I was asking him a couple of days ago if it's already boring for him. And because he won in the division in the season here 6-0, 6-0, 6-0, and then at least one game he lost here 5-1. He just won by 5-1, and he said, yeah, maybe a bit, but he raises the bar, and I'm pretty sure people will get closer to him here again, because if the bar is that high, then you need to improve.
Yeah, and I love how he just keeps going, even though he is winning almost everything, but he still keeps going and trying to be faster, and that will kind of bring everybody else up as well, because they're seeing these amazing scores and think, maybe I could do that one day, and it's fantastic. He just keeps getting better.
So both are not finished here. I think Andrea will let the time run out here. Both will. And 79. Let's see how Simon's reaction is to 79 from Andrea here. I think it's a slight like, okay, but anyway.
Yeah, but to get like a slow 80 on your last, if Andrea was going to get 80, it would not be a fun way to go out, really. But
not really.
It's just one of those. It's 50-50, isn't it? What do I do?
And that's it. Simon clicked the finish button. We'll check now here. 5 seconds, and Andrea will wait. And let's put him on the main camera here. Cheering here. Yeah, and Simon couldn't do it here. Nice attempt here. And yeah, Andrea Muzii winning again here. Another final against Simon with 79 in the last game here. But yeah, very impressive scores, 50 in words and 80 digits again and again. And he's showing a 4 to us here. Is that four fingers?
Yeah, four season wins? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should also ask him. I hope you had all these notes about what we want to ask him. And yeah, they will come back to this to the Zoom call, and I'm not sure if Alessandro and Vanya are also joining right now. Maybe they are, because let's have some talk here. That would be great. And yeah, anyway, a nice final. Was worth watching it, and 4-2, 4-1 looks more than it is. It was close.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Simon, and yeah, maybe you switch off your back camera.
Yes.
Then it's and yeah, Vani and Alessandro are also joining here. Nice.
Hello, guys.
Here
Long time no see.
we are.
Hello.
Amazing.
Hello, guys. Amazing game. Well done.
Amazing.
Well done.
To
It was fun.
everyone. It was amazing.
I'm like still on.
Yeah, it's no problem. Let
Andrea is already making a TikTok, I think.
yeah, I think he's.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, congrats, Simon, for fighting such a hard game here. Very, very nice. And in the last game, nice attempt here, 14.6.
Yep.
Very, very good.
Very good.
It's like a bit before the match against Alex already. I have started doing a bit of stuff in training and trying to reconstruct stuff a bit, because I mean I simply thought that in order to have a chance to win against Alex and against Andrea, you need to be able to at least at some time challenge them at numbers and at cards, or at least at one of those two. And so I've been like training much with these super fast times, and it was super interesting because in the beginning, your like average of what you're getting is not so high, but like which each day, it's gotten really good. But at the moment, I'm like about, I think with 5 tries at about an average of 75 correct or so. So I'm not there.
Yeah.
So, but in that range of 13 seconds, 14 seconds, and so on. So, and sometimes I get very close, and sometimes it's like 70. But it went up from 65 within a month. So I hope that it still continues, and that, let's say in a month or so, these times are much safer. But we will see. I mean, it's interesting. Maybe you have noticed like that with my 4-digit system that I'm putting 2 on a location, which I've never done, but it's much faster. But it also is much more demanding because you need to combine these two on the fly. And well, I mean, I simply thought that before the match today, yeah, sure, you can go safe in every numbers match, and then maybe it will be a close match again, or maybe it will not because Andrea gets his numbers. And I mean, if I had gone for 60 seconds in the last match, it would have been 3-2, and no idea what then happens. But I didn't want to, because I mean, if you do stuff only like in training and then in the match you don't do it, then it's not really something that makes like sense. You also need to do it in a match and then simply risk that Andrea also makes mistakes, but then you at least have the match experience. And let's not talk too much about me. It was a fantastic match. It was great. And Andrea, it was super interesting because I mean, I saw him participating since last year and the year before, but last year in particular also in this format. And he has been improving incredibly. I mean, he was always fast and he was always strong, but he has become very, very accurate at these fast times.
Yeah.
So I mean that he gets almost every numbers try in that match, and he gets every cards try in that match. That's not something that has like happened before. And huge respect for him, because I assume that has required a lot of training, and it's really great. And I mean, it's really cool to see that someone is still improving at that rate. Match was great for me, and I mean, also it was also good that where I made mistakes, it didn't really make a huge difference apart from the last game. So absolute big congratulations, and I hope that everyone who was watching also had a great time.
We had an amazing time, and also congratulations, Simon, for your strategy. We were watching you, and you were very, very deliberate about your strategy, I think, against Andrea, and that was very, very good to see. And you tried the last push. It was a great strategy, though. Very interesting to watch.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and congrats, Andrea. Now, Alessandro, maybe you want to question Andrea today.
So congratulations, Andrea. Complimenti, c'è tutta l'Italia che vota qui e che tifa, naturalmente. But so we were noticing.
Grazie, mi fa piacere. And congratulations to Simon. I was listening. And
so we were noticing you're changing your strategy a bit. You're trying to be maybe a little bit slower but more accurate, and also you added a new level of strategy to your game, I think. You're more strategic.
I think that
in your approach.
More than that, I used to not have a strategy. I used to just go as fast as possible, especially in the first like remote championship and then season 8 and 9, but since season 10 and especially 11, I started to understand that sometimes it's useless to go too fast. I mean, you can beat your opponent with 15 seconds while going 12. And so I mean, I already knew that, but it was always hard for me to stick to that time. I mean, I not go faster than that, try for 15, but then I ended up going for 13, even though I wanted to go for 15. So yeah, I improved my strategy, but most of all, I improved the consciousness about my speed. So I'm able to go for a specific time, maybe like for an error of like plus or minus 1 second when we talk about 15 seconds. Obviously, if it's a minute, it's more, but I'm really accurate into going for the speed that I want. So yeah, this is something maybe 6 months.
Amazing.
Cool. And we were wondering about the images game, the first images game.
What happened?
What was the question I wanted to do to both of you? Because actually, the both of you just came back. You didn't know, I think, about the other one, but both of you came back and just started to rememorize, I think, the whole set of images. And I also I was listening to the comment of Kati and Johannes. We were surprised, all of us, and I just wanted to know if it's something it was a strategy, or maybe both of you lost something during the first memorization.
It's pretty simple because Simon went always with a minute against me in images in every match of season or remote championship. So I was 100% sure that he was going for 1 minute as always. So I decided not to risk for like 15 seconds because it was useless. So just, review and because I was sure. And then obviously in the second one, I went faster because he knew about that. But yeah, it was just to be safer because I was sure about that.
I was so close in the first thing to going for like 30 or something.
Okay.
So it was so close. It was like a 50-50 chance. So.
And also, what about international names? So complete domination by Simon on international names. But we were wondering, Andrea, did you try to win those events, or did you just give up? Because you didn't feel like you were trying to beat him. Simon was so dominant that was all like, what is he doing?
I actually tried. I did my best, but I knew that he was going to win. International names is the discipline that I know that he is going to win because there's a really big difference. And like his worst scores in international names are not even my best scores. This is the only disciplines in which this happened. And so, I tried, but it was just to not
he was too good.
to zero and stuff. But yeah,
too good.
Yeah, that's the point for international names.
Yeah.
What about?
Why you're so good at them? What is
you can also ask Andrea why he's so good at numbers and cards and images.
Yeah, but the thing is that in these disciplines you can do a small mistake and your opponent can win, even though you are a lot stronger. But in international names, I think it's the only case in which it's almost impossible to beat somebody that it's a lot stronger than you, because you can't miss locations or stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting because you also have these if two people are of course sure, if two people are of very different strength, then I think also at cards and numbers, someone can go for a time that is much slower than what they usually do and also get it 95 or 99% correct, and they are still in the safe zone that the other person cannot reach. And but of course you are right in these rare cases where the person doesn't get their super safe time against a much weaker player at cards, numbers, and images. Then of course there is a small advantage here. But it is with names, it's something. Yeah, for me, when I got to know memory techniques 16 years ago or 15 years ago, that was the first thing that I immediately liked. And there's surely also a talent aspect, as there's a talent aspect at I think definitely at images, because I'm very bad and many people cannot even memorize a deck of cards in a minute, and they are like the master. So I think that you have like talent, and you have like practice, and then you have like a strategy, and that's like all part of the equation.
Yeah.
Yes,
Amazing.
and Katie, I think we wrote down some questions. What was it, Katie?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we were going to ask about that first images game, and I'm pleased I was correct in my guess of why Andrea went for like 46 seconds. So yeah, and then there was the arrugginito. I think there was a word.
Yeah.
Like 1G.
I was freaking out.
I'm sure
man.
Alessandro would have killed me because yeah.
I'm a linguist, so I could have killed him.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember
Are you
the
talking about the first or the second words game, or what? Or
There was, I think it was a coin flip for Andrea. Spelling mistake or not? Were you sure to put another G, or
Yes.
what was? Was it a guess from your side, or were you sure that you have it correct?
I was like 70% sure.
70%. It's your native language, man.
what
Come on.
Yeah, I know, but under pressure it can happen. But yeah, at the end I made the good choice.
Oh, come on,
what
70%.
what are we talking about? Sorry, what are we talking about?
Oh yeah, so in the second word, in the second word attempt, in which I did 50, I was almost about doing a spelling mistake. There was a word, arrugginito.
Yeah.
Okay. Arrugginito, which is correct with a double G.
Okay.
But initially I wrote with one G.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, yeah, I think it's 2, but I'm not so sure. And this would have been a really bad grammatical error, but it's okay.
The Italian streaming became cold in that moment. Alessandro
People were like,
almost
oh,
there.
what?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Simon still had 50 in words, and then you swapped them, unfortunately. So that was really a key point here, this spelling mistake. And Simon, you swapped these two in the end here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit weird because it was about, it was like shadow and catastrophic, and I could, like, usually you get the sequence also because you say yourself some little sentence and you see the connection. And I just knew that I like somehow had like seen a normal shadow, and then it had like become weird and twisted and distorted or so. So I first wrote, according to my feeling, catastrophic and then shadow, because that's what I felt that I might have remembered. But then I thought, okay, but if I have seen the shadow first and then it changes, then maybe the shadow came like first as a word. But it just came because afterwards I was sure that, okay, if you are to combine these two things, and if you want to modify the shadow, this can also be an association that you get if the word catastrophic comes like first. And that's like a bit of a problem, because catastrophic is still abstract. But well, in the end, luckily it didn't make a difference, because Andrea knows his spelling well. And
yeah, that was a relief.
That was a relief. And
there was one more question from the chat as well, about inner voice, like subvocalization. Whether to both of you, like whether you subvocalize during, say, cards and numbers.
I do, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't. I always try to do not subvocalize, because at least for me, I think that I mean it makes me think that it's safer, but at the end I always prefer to just refer onto the visualization, so I do not subvocalize even when I go safe.
Okay, is that like a deliberate, like, do you deliberately try to not do it, or did you have to work to eliminate that, or do you just naturally do it without?
Yeah, I had to work.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
I had to work a lot on that, because especially when you I deliberately choose to do not subvocalize, because I mean, when I go faster, it's easy to not do that, because you can't do that if you do like 13 seconds numbers, because you can't say the words. But when I go slow, it comes natural to do that, so I try not to do that. So it's something that I choose to not to do.
that is interesting. entry. Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah, for me, it's interestingly different, but I guess it's also different for some people, because for me, like language somehow is a very important part of the memorization process, and I am aware that that's not the same for everybody. And so that's also why I like the words discipline so much. So and I really have the feeling, not necessarily that it's safer if I sub-vocalize, but simply that I make the stuff much more my own, and it works also for me with numbers. For example, I also had these 14 seconds things. Okay, sure, I have a 4-digit system, but like still, it also works, and I also do it at the end. But I mean, maybe one can also try the other thing. Maybe this might also help me. So let's see. It's also it's like always good to experiment a bit.
I can definitely understand what you mean about the language thing, Simon. I think I'm the same. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they are really different kinds of athletes, and I think you and me, Katie, are very similar in that regard.
Yeah.
And there are others. Yeah.
So Simon, you know a couple of other languages like Italian. You speak Italian, by the way?
Speaking Italian always sounds so thing, but we went there for I think more than 10 years on a vacation each year, and I had Latin school, and I think if someone asks me a very simple question, I should be able to understand it, and I got what Chet was saying, but speaking, I mean, ask me something and maybe I will understand it. I will happily oblige.
Guys, go ahead. Your chance.
Okay.
But speak
okay.
slowly, but then I will try.
Go on, Vanni.
Ok, vai.
Vai tu, Vanni.
Vado io, ma it's a technical question.
Technical question. Oh, wow.
Yes,
okay,
about memorization. You want something more, I don't know, easier.
just try.
It's a question that I have for Andrea. So we'll make it Andrea in Italian. And we will see if you can answer.
Ok, wow.
Okay. Allora, Andrea,
Io ho visto che c'è una differenza incredibile tra i tuoi tempi di memorizzazione dei national names e gli international names, quasi come se fossero due discipline completamente differenti, perché ci sono quasi 20 secondi di scarto fra una e l'altra. Quindi mi domando, in che modo un atleta della memoria si prepara a due discipline che dal punto di vista della forma sembrano identiche, ma dal punto di vista del contenuto probabilmente no?
Ok, vado, rispondo io?
I can also answer that.
Wait.
You can answer that. Yes.
Yeah, let's hear from Simon. Let's hear from Simon first.
I mean, you were like asking, I think, where this huge difference in times comes between international names and national names, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And also about the training of athletes, if this different content somehow makes also more difference. And I think
it seems like they look like the same discipline, but actually watching the times of Andrea made like, I don't know, 30 names in 35 seconds and 28 names in 59 seconds for international names.
Yeah, you said something about the 20-second difference, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you do speak Italian, though.
You understand a lot of Italian.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking is a completely different thing. But I'm not sure I could answer this in Italian, this question. Well, I could just use like singles, but I really love it. It's like a wonderful language, and I also love the country very much. So it's really
Thank you very much. So we are waiting for having, I don't know, maybe hosting a new world championship here in Italy and have all of you. That would be great.
It would be amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
In person.
I mean, it's like, of course, a bit of a private match, but interestingly, we have also talked about like opening the World Championship bidding rounds soon, and then everyone who wants can apply. And some of my colleagues are still working on the application things and stuff like this. But I hope that we will be able to publish it soon, right? I'm honest. So I think it should be out soon, hopefully.
Yes, I think
we will apply
in the next. You will apply. That's
Great.
cool. Yeah, that's really
cool. Yeah, for sure for the next year, because I mean the plan was to like you know, but for the audience, the plan was to host it in a scientific festival, and they could organize everything, could give the prize money, the computers, and but they will do that online. It is here, and so we can't
we'll
hit
see.
them host.
We'll
But
see,
yeah,
we'll
for
see,
sure
yes.
this will happen. Let's hope maybe for the next year, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be, of course, for the next year. So we will not have a world championship this year. So, and I mean, we're like also thinking, of course, that it would be very cool. And I think it will be also an application option that is not just for the classical world championship, but if someone wants that, it will be the classical world championship and then maybe before or after also a memory league world championship.
Yeah.
Very cool, I think.
Yeah. Would be amazing. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice, guys. Thank you. Yeah,
So-
Alessandro, I want to say thank you
Yeah.
for this joint venture today, because I think that was really...
it was a dream come true. When we should definitely
well.
do it again.
Yes.
Definitely. And can we just steal Andrea for a moment in the Italian sub I don't know how it's called
breakout session.
Breakout session, just
Sure.
because the Italians wanted to chat with him in Italian, and we don't want to exclude you, but just to cheer him up. And so
Sure.
if we can.
Yeah, of course. Andrea, again, congrats for the win here
Thank you.
today. It was amazing. And one last question for you from my side. You show us 4 fingers. Why the 4 fingers?
Yeah, that's fourth season in a row. 8,
Fourth
9,
season
10,
in a row.
and 11.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, thank you again here, and have fun with your Italian huge crowd here, and give greetings from us here. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Greetings
Katie.
to
Thank you, Johannes.
all the
Thank you,
watchers.
Simon.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you,
once
everybody.
See you
It
next
was an
time, and
amazing
well
match.
played to Simon.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. And you too.
Well played.
Extremely well played.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
I think you all have to click on the
Yeah.
breakout session.
Yes.
Andrea, too.
We see each other
It was
soon.
also great seeing you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
It was
Simon.
a pleasure.
Goodbye.
And Katie, are you still with us?
I'm still here. Yeah,
You can maybe put yourself up on the screen here again,
sure.
so we can also have a talk with Simon here in the end.
Hey, guys, you won't believe I just had a season final. It's incredible.
Wow,
Yeah.
brilliant.
So-
Well done. Nice match. Really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like simply true that he's like improving ever more, and these like tactics where you like wait and where you then counter a bit like in these jiu-jitsu fights or whatever, that you lie on the floor and then you wait for the opponent to come. I mean, he simply knows that when he goes for 16-second cards, that he has trained enough that he gets it with a high probability, and that it's extremely hard to reach for everybody apart from Alex, and at least with some consistency. So at cards, he's figured it out nicely, and at numbers, I mean, it was close in the first try, but I really thought before the match, okay, you have trained this like 4 or 5 times each day, like run with 2 of the images in one location and always around these between 13 and 15 seconds, and then you just also try the match. And if you manage to get one right, I mean, it's still very rarely, but I get very good averages, so it's always like 3 or 4 digits missing or a bit more. If it works in the match, then well, it works in the match, and if it only works next season, then it only works next season. So, I mean, it felt better than going for 60, and I somehow had I mean, it sounds weird, but I had some feeling that maybe his last numbers try, he might make a mistake, because I was also fast before, and he might go for something like 13 or 14, and he might make a mistake because I don't think he's at like 80 or 90% safety with 14 seconds. But I thought, okay, what's the use of that? Yeah, I mean, then it's 3-3-2, and I still have set in front of me, and if I try a nice time, then either it's again like it's like I'm in 80, or it's like in 75 again, which is cool, or it goes down totally, which like also still sometimes happens, and that's what like happened. But it was okay because I did what I wanted to do.
It was really an amazing show here, and I just thought in the match I said, if you would be like Andrea in Italian, I think he has 27,000 Instagram viewers, and TikTok he has 100,000. You would get a lot of money from TikTok. And then you would get a nice deal from Alpro, definitely, because that was even
the stuff is great.
Yeah, even Alessandro was in.
Alpro is fantastic.
Between sets, Alessandro was joining us. Alessandro and Vanni, and they were talking about Alpro because even
I feel like it now because it's thank you for reminding me how great it tastes. Yeah?
It's really great. So
I don't have a deal, so
I
just
say
my personal passion for Alpro.
Nice, Simon. That was really cool, and yeah, thank you again for being with us here again and making that possible here to play on that nice stream. And I mean, we haven't had 500 viewers like Alessandro, but we had 50, and that's also quite
50 is great. Cool.
50 is cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Simon. Anything else from your side here, summarizing the season or whatever? It's up to you.
Summarizing the season might take longer. I mean, I can just say, okay, I've beaten Alex for the first time, although he had not a very good match, but I mean, still it was cool. And this is definitely something that I will take with me from that season. Also, where I started with a loss, which was not a loss afterwards, and a draw, and then afterwards, this was my only loss in the whole season today. So the only counting loss. So I mean, I'm absolutely fine with that. And apart from the other semi-final against Andrea, but okay, someone can also count that. Yeah, I'm super happy, and I'm really looking forward to the next season. Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you for YouTube. And yeah, now I will go out, read a bit, and maybe eat some more of this or some grapes or whatever, and have a nice evening.
Cool. Thank you, Simon. And Katie, also, thank you very much for being with us here for almost a bit more than 2 hours. Hope you also enjoyed that today.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And I mean, it's always fantastic between Andrea and Simon, but it was so good to see you attack. And, you know, although it didn't work out, your strategy seemed really spot on. You did whatever you could to try and somehow beat him. And it's so exciting that you are going for 14 seconds in numbers, and you know, to hear that you're still improving and still really trying to get those fast times. I'm excited for next season. So.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you very much. Sometimes I felt like a normal man facing a bit of a sumo guy, and you try that grip and you try that grip, and then you hope that he trips up about a stone or so, and then but the sumo guy did not trip up today, and I will try to get heavier in the future, but only mentally.
Nice. Yeah, and I feel that was the first match with more than 500 viewers at the time, not here, but in the Italian channel, and I'm looking forward what is coming from Italy then in the future, because I mean, so many people watching a memory sports game. That's something, and that's again, thank you, Alessandro. He's not here anymore, but thank you again for making that possible and giving such a public to the memory sports or the other way around. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Simon, Katie, thank you very much. Katie and Simon, have a nice evening, and
thank you,
everyone
too.
else also have a nice evening. See you soon on Twitch again for the next streams, and yeah, keep on memorizing. Bye, guys.
Absolutely. Bye, Johannes. Bye, Katie. Bye, everyone.